Hello. For some reason, I'm not really getting any sound. Hmm. Let me go in and make sure. No, I'm not getting any sound whatsoever. All right, I guess I'll have to close this. We just close the whole app. And I know I'm getting sound in general because I was just playing music on the starting zoom screen. Okay, there we go. There we go. What do you mean the... Oh, wait, I have to click in it. Okay, I was about to say the controller was working just fine last time. The darkness comes. There we go. I didn't get right back to the part, but I'm close. Did I have to survey this room? No. Okay. All right, let's survey. Wait. That's one. I tried to take a short nap. I don't think I ever actually got to sleep. But but I do feel I can just attack. I do feel a little more energized than I did yesterday. Well, I guess I don't need it yet. Can I? I mean, I don't have the book, but I was wondering, can I enchant the torch? Because that would be funny. As far as things going, I had to go to the... Oh, you can just kill them. You don't have to like let them blow up. Hey, perfect zip. I had to go to the Social Security office to get a new Social Security card being sent to me because I got a guy at my new job called me and was like, yeah, you need this there, and my Social Security card is somewhere in my house. I don't know where though. So that was a little frightening to basically have a single day to get this stuff to me. Get this stuff taken care of. That is so funny. Yeah, it was very frightening. He called me. He called me at I think 2:30. We were on the phone for like 10 minutes, and then he's like, "Yeah, you need to get to one of those offices and get this. At least get a receipt that you're having one sent to you, and then you can show me when it gets here." And I had to be there by 4. I made it with like 15 minutes to spare. And thankfully, because they close at 4, but thankfully they're like, yeah, once you're in and you're in the system, we'll stay here. We may close at 4, but if you're already like queued up, we'll still see you. So that worked out. That is still just a creepy and cool effect on the floor here. Okay. Like the effect falls apart just a little bit because it's so high, like so clear in this emulator. But like if you were playing it on real hardware on like an actual CRT, that would look even better than it does here. Not like fidelity wise, but the illusion would be there. All right, I need to figure out if. Also, I went and made the other spells I was missing. I don't remember what any of them do. All right, we're gonna cast enchant. Okay, you can't. That makes sense. Oh, that's right. We're just gonna... I can't target them, they're too low. We're just gonna sneak by. Pardon me. Yeah, if they can't see, but if they hear me, they'll charge up, and if I get close enough, they'll teleport me to like a demon realm. Alright, we're gonna do another enchant spell. On the crossbow. I've got one shot. I'm gonna make it count. Alright, now he'll take damage. Because that's a dot effect. I think. Oh yeah, that's right, I got summon zombie. Like, I guess I don't have to fight him, but I want to. I can do another one where, let's see, damage field. Wait, hold on a second. One of these is damage magic. Wow. Unfortunately, he's a little protected. I might have enough to cast recover. Oh, I never made the better one. Alright, well. Let's see, let's do that. Montarock. What was it again? Okay. Okay, the self. Absorb. Power. Yes. Okay, that's what it was. That sucks. Gotta move around a little bit more. He's just constantly draining my sanity. I don't know how to fight that thing, so I'm just gonna run. Oh. Why am I sinking into the ground? Oh, that's why. That was one of the sanity effects. Or insanity effects. Okay, I have to cast recover if I have enough to do. Ooh. Let's run around. I want to make sure I heal and everything. Where's my stuff at? That's not too bad, so I can move. I can save. That's what I can do, because that's what happened last time. I forgot to save and lost like an hour of progress. So, there we go. Okay, I think I know where I am now. Alright, let's go in here and check this first. Oh yeah, this is this room. Oof. Okay, while they're doing that, I'm going to, oh. Okay. We got some crossbow bolts. I probably should save as many of those as I can. So, what was the next room I needed to... It would be this one. I think right here is where I die. Oh, you know, it's no wonder I died. Yep. Okay, I've got it. I got the solution to that one. Smash. Well, that's good. They can just blow up over here. Ooh, that shockwave was way bigger than I was expecting. In case this somehow goes wrong, let's save again. Come get me. Did not expect them to constantly drain my sanity. That is deadly. How much magic do I have? Okay, I have plenty of magic, so we're going to... I'm supposed to be using mana pool, not... Not that. I keep forgetting. Anything in here? Now that I'm not being assaulted from every direction? Door is locked. Okay. Now we can go down here. I'm just gonna go this way. So an removal from the collapsed ceiling prevents any passage in that direction. Okay, do I have enough magic to actually cast this? Okay, I do. Okay, we got a key here. There's stuff going on. Oops. Oh, now I have to wait. Hey, yeah, I don't need him getting back up. You know what? Hold on a second. Assign to this. There we go. By the way, the game isn't too loud, is it? I think it might be a little too loud. Yeah, it's like pushing up, it's right up against the limiter. Alright, give me a minute. Forgot that I raised it for Knights of the Old Republic. A moat of molten rock and fire prevents access to the room center, in which a curious shrine stands. Confused by the layout, Roberto ponders its purpose and reason, and finds none. Huh. We can't actually go over there. There is a key placed on the pedestal. It glints in the room's soft light. Hmm. Well, it's red, so blue. I knew it. That's probably the key to the room that's up there. I need to save. Yeah, I can see the damage floors right there, so I'm not. Hold on, we're gonna take a minute. I want to go see what's in that door that that I have to smash a zombie to get through. Also, I need to check the map. Okay, so I need to get to the end of that to survey that room. Let's summon a zombie. Zombies can open doors, but not pick up items. Got it. Damage field, enchant item. Reveal invisible. Oh yeah, he just cast a spell, so. I wish the bars were on screen. Like, I understand having, like, you know, the UI not completely there the entire time, but... Alright, we're gonna go in, we're gonna have to enchant. Oops. It looks green, so... red should kill it. Alright, here we go. You gonna change? That'll work. Oh! Okay, we're just running. We're just running.
Venture no further, or be struck down where you stand.
Who? What?
I am the guardian of this temple, the Forbidden City. None shall enter except the chosen. Speak. You are the chosen. For many years I have tested those who came here, and all have failed. You are unaffected by the power I wield, and thus must surely be the chosen.
I?
Once I was as you were, confused and without answers, yet they came in time. Now my duty is complete. I can finally rest. My sacrifice was not in vain.
Huh. Excuse me. So is this the end of his part? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I don't have an option. Roberto can feel the acidic touch of the artifact's magic reaching towards him. Using a shred of cloth from his robes to shield his hands, he retrieves the hovering artifact. Essence of Zolotath. Roberto has found the ruby effigy. Yeah, survey the area. The room appears to be an incredibly ancient shrine to the ancients, as noted in the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Could this be what Roberto's captor seeks to preserve with his monument? Yeah, that's why I paused. Wait, there's more in that room. It's over here. Construct of human bones lashed together to form a small shrine. A shade of skin tops the edifice, making the light cast eerie shadows on the walls that grow with a warmth of their own. I wonder if there's anything I can put here. Nothing I have. And that's the way we came in as the ghost that was just speaking to us. Alright, we're gonna run. I don't have to fight everything. And I'm assuming if I go this way and down that hallway that I didn't go down before. That's where I'm supposed to go. Like restored its own magic, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. Oh, I know which way I was supposed to go. I'm an idiot. And when we get back to Alex, she's gonna feel like insanely fast compared to this guy. I see the damage field. That looks green? Wait, never mind. I don't have to worry about that. Well, since that didn't work. Bodies of the dead slaves litter the corridor, most likely victims of the wandering denizens of the temple. Their desperate bid to escape ended in a mire of blood and pain. Just run for it. I can make it. Alright, we're going to... Oh, no. I forgot which one I was doing. Alright, it's backwards F and that. Okay, so let's make the higher tier version of that. I was probably supposed to send a zombie or something across that. That would have made more sense. Oh. Alright, what's down here? Death. It's just, you get things that just tell you what the spells are, but you can figure them out early if you're willing to, mess around with them. And you just collect runes as you go through the game. It's not as complicated as it looks. Because I was worried about that too. The man babbles incoherently about worms devouring his countrymen and that Roberto would be next. A hideous bas relief adorns the monolith. Humans thrown into a nest of huge worms. The people have been sacrificed, ingested by the worms to fuel some unknown, unfathomable process. Well, I failed saying that word. Can I cut it? This carving depicts a man's skeletal remains in the cruel embrace of a multitude of worm-like creatures. Are these the things that killed the men in this room? What men? That was kind of violent. I knew it. How about I just run? What about that? Yeah, sure. Just. Okay, I was about to say I have to survey the area. The dilapidated roof appears to be collapsing in several areas and will need lots of reinforcement. The workers have a daunting task ahead of them. And then the thing I'm standing on just breaks. Roberto has completed his survey of the complex. Now he can return to the surface to report his findings to his captor. I thought the worms were going to attack. They just kind of stood there and looked at me. There has to be a way to get past this without taking damage. Luckily, this guy is very hardy, so whatever the puzzle was, I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I'd rather play a retro game than an open world game these days. Here, just do a bunch of things that we copy and pasted across the map. There's like 4 hours of actual bespoke content in here somewhere. Not to say all retro games are, you know, respectful of a person's time, but most PS2 and back are fine. Meant to rage bait. I actually haven't looked at Crimson Desert at all. I know they fixed the movement, a lot of the movement issues, like character control, like how they feel issues. But is anything? No. But I'm also not willing to spend $70 on a game I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna think is mid. You know, just based on my own interests. We need open world games to just kind of go away. Not forever, just for a bit. People have forgotten how to make like structured content. Oh, I guess because I walked into him. Alright, we're out of here. Oh wait, I have to go through here. But also, speaking of open world games, I hope the next Zelda game isn't a Breath of the Wild style thing. Not to say I didn't enjoy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because I did. We should probably like get back to the core of Zelda. I think I remember them saying that they were done, that they were gonna do something more traditional next time, but I have no idea how true that is. Because things change. We are supposed to be getting some Zelda remake, though. I have to wonder what it'll be. And now he dies horribly.
And what news do you bring me, Architect?
The foundations are infested. Demons and devils. Many lives will be lost if you try to build there.
You have done well to complete your goal, Bianchi. The construction will continue as planned.
But the demons! You'd be insane to build there.
Silence, dog! What dwells beneath the Forbidden City is the very reason it was built. For you to understand, you must witness it firsthand.
This one was really short compared to the other chapters.
Guards! Put this one with the others of the sacrifice. I am the Scourge of God, appointed to chastise you, since no one knows the remedy for your iniquity except me. You are wicked, but I am more wicked than you, so be silent. Now you, Architect, you are about to make your largest contribution to this project.
Excuse me. The planets are aligning. Man, she's like lightning fast compared to him. Alright, now... I got the summon zombie spell, but I don't know what that would do? Like, I didn't get anything that would... that would do anything. Zelda and Fortnite. I honestly, I'm surprised that there aren't like Nintendo characters in Fortnite by now. Like, this is the only other thing that I haven't like been able to fiddle with at all. Because I don't have a key for this door over here. Let's check my spells. Shield, summon zombie, spell magic, summon trapper. You figured summon trapper would like do something, but there's not like any crawl space in here. Yeah, we won't be able to use that telescope room until it's nighttime. I can check upstairs again. What's her sanity? Yeah, her sanity's pretty low. Hmm. This looks like a door. Guess it must be a window. Like, the only other thing I can think of is this spot right here, which I apparently need a pickaxe to break down. Yeah, I can't do anything in this room until later. Because I need light. And I've got nothing. That can't be it, because your weapons give off a glow when you enchant them. It's too dark in here to do anything. We can see the whole room now. Are you serious? Well, I found a solution. It just wasn't one that they programmed into the game. Alright, alright. Yeah. Did I kill it? Whew. You know what? Maybe I can fiddle with this room. That sounds way too high-pitched. Is there like a button I can do to swap these? Or do I need levers? I mean, I know what the puzzle is that they want me to do here. Because light's going to come through there, it's going to shine through that, it's going to hit this, then I direct it to this, then I direct it to this, and then it comes back to the planet here. Wow, enemies! Were they real? Right? Like, I have no idea what to do next. This is a picture of the tower that we just saw at the end of that, so... No unforeseen force guides Alex's hand towards the painting, compelling her to look behind it. She reaches out and pulls back the painting and discovers a chapter page hidden behind it. Yeah, go for it. A sense of familiarity overcomes her as the chapter page comes to her fingers. So does the realization that Roberto's spirit is aiding her. Alex had found a chapter page entitled "A War to End All Wars" hidden behind the painting. Okay.
The Black Guardian grows restless, my liege. Its hunger increases, and the binding continues to weaken. We feed it flesh, but I fear it will not guard the relic too much longer.
There is no choice in the matter. It must remain and guard the artifact until the time of planetary alignment. After that, the Guardian may return to its lair. Our master does not like failure. It is imperative to keep the binding intact.
Then we have to find more flesh and bone.
All right. Well, go ahead.
The War to End All Wars redefined how mankind looked at war and the value of human life. Over 19,000 men lost their lives every day in the trenches of the Somme. Some say uselessly, some invoke a higher cause. I read accounts of the slaughter from many journalists who spent time in the trenches, but I found the account of a certain Peter Jacob to be the most horrible of all. His implication about the ancients' involvement with the war was hideous and so obvious. With the horror of the Battle of the Somme scant miles away and the distant echoes of pounding artillery, a young journalist named Peter Jacob researched his latest story from the front lines. His grim task brought him to Oublier Cathedral, now transformed into a field hospital.
I find no solace in the purpose behind all the senseless violence that surrounds me. Young men die at a rate unheard of in centuries of warfare. Shelling, machine guns, and mustard gas rip, pierce, and burn their flesh. Men soak gauze in their own urine to stop the insidious gas. The hospitals here cannot cope with the torrent of wounded.
We just keep coming back to the same areas, huh? That is a cartoon explosion sound. Jesus. A soldier's letter lies on the table, waiting to be sent home. I was admitted to this hospital on Tuesday. The damage caused to my legs was slight, but there is no way that I could ever walk normally again. I hate this place. Every day I'm reminded that I'll never be able to do the things I love. The hospital is a very strange place. Converted from an old cathedral, there is an odd atmosphere around it. Silent, but for the words of the wounded calling out in the night. There is no doubt it is haunted. What I find most odd is odd in this place is that you never see anyone leave during the day. It's not right. No goodbyes or farewells, just an empty bed when you wake. Sorry. An old coin marked in a peculiar manner. It holds sentimental value for someone. Ugh, excuse me. Whoever holds the penny will undoubtedly receive good fortune. This is photographer's flash pan, used to hold combustible powders that, when ignited, create a large white flash. It can be used to stun some enemies. Ooh. And flash powder for it. At least he's fast. He has way more magic, but very little sanity. This might go bad. Save. Alright, I'm actually going to take a short break. I will be right back. All right. What you do? The guard shifts about, obviously bored with his duty and awaiting replacement, or perhaps a call to arms. I can't handle the stock explosion sounds. I've heard that so many times in like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and stuff. I can't. With a motherly voice, the nurse advises that Peter get some rest. Stacked deeply on the landing, crates of medical supplies await use. Syringes of morphine, bandages, tourniquets, antiseptics. The list goes on and on. I think because they're like running out of... unless this one is super long, I think them running out of stuff is... Hey, wait a minute. There's a chunk missing out of this one. Yeah, there's just a chunk right there. I don't think... since they're running out of stuff to give me... I'm assuming these chapters are going to be pretty short now. Or at least compared to how they were before. That also could be because they were running out of money. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, there's nothing there. Every time I've been able to look over a banister, there's been nothing there. A railing or whatever you want to call it. But, yeah. Can I go out here? With the war being so close, a curfew has been imposed. No traveling traveling outside the hospital is not a safe thing to do, since intruders will likely be shot on sight. Peter decides to remain inside. Sorry. Soldier is rather distressed. Perhaps he has lost a lot of friends to the trenches of the Somme. He confides that the only stories are sad ones and that the only true heroes are in the mortuary. Covered with blood-stained sheets, these poor souls have passed on from this world. For them, the suffering is over. For those around them, the ordeal continues. The faint sounds of moaning emanates from behind the linen veils. Whispered utterances, frantic prayers to loved ones, words offered only by those who face their mortality. Okay. But zoomed in like it was like trying to show me something. The guard frowns and ushers Peter away from the organ. He explains that it is one of the few antiques in the region that has so far survived the war, and that while he is alive, it shall remain intact. Alright. The guard quietly but strongly points out the area is off limit to civilians. The altar is cleared of all valuables, not only to prevent looting, but also to afford space for medical supplies, and even as an operating table, should the need arise. Alright. I'd like to read them. Official note on Army Regulation Stationery. The note reads, Private Thompson, you're, by order of Lieutenant Hargraves, on behalf of HRH, George V., you are to leave your post of duty and rally in the streets outside of Oblate Cathedral. Further orders will be presented at the rallying point. God save the king. I'm assuming I gotta find the guy to give this to. Abruptly, the old guard asks if Peter has clearance for the old tower. Guard inspects the orders and hands them back to Peter, saying that these orders are intended for someone else. Okay, so I just gotta use them on every soldier I see. Probably the one out front who was waiting for like a shift change or something. Oh, I played more Fallout New Vegas. I'm having an okay time with it. Guard unfolds the orders and begins to read them for him, exclaiming, oh, okay, he must be on the offensive. Ever seen? Following the orders, he leaves his post. A gun. Stained like logs, Peter stands before the price of human war, the bloody corpses of young men who have made their ultimate sacrifice to defend their own countries and those of others. Yeah, I guess there's not anything else in here. Might as well equip it. Yeah, it looks like, according to the statues here, it looks like he's the final one. Though there could be some that appear on the sides here. And so the rest of the game should just be Alex. Sue, spell list. Well, I'm completely out. I forgot to enchant the gun. That's why. Alrighty then. Well, I'm completely defenseless. We're gonna go over here. I did not want to shoot her. I don't know why it's not targeting the enemies. The altar stands wreathed in cold mist as Peter nears the stone. A sense of deep woe gnaws at his heart. The cathedral is undoubtedly evil, and not the holy place he had thought it to be. You took him over here. I've wasted all my ammo because it's extremely easy to miss with these guns. Oh. Uh-oh. I just need some... I need one room where I'm not being... It looks like we got some ammo or something over here. Okay, that's for the revolver. Got a sword. So all is not lost. All right. What? Alright, now I can actually fight these things. Well, I tried to save the lady, but, nice. Not what I wanted, but that works. Okay, now I can look around. The room has been converted into a rudimentary morgue. Bloodstained sheets cover the unfortunate souls who have passed here. Okay, we got rifle. Boxes of medical supplies awaiting use and treatment. Covered with bloody fingerprints. It's hard to tell whether they were actually used to save lives or just to relieve the suffering. More ammo, always appreciated. Yeah, I'm assuming they're like, yeah, we know you probably wasted all your ammo. Take it. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna try something. That's not what I wanted, but it'll be fine. I'm invisible now. Don't have to worry about anything. Okay, turns out just being invisible is absurdly beneficial. Okay, it's because there's enemies around right now. Yeah, I gotta get somewhere that's considered safe before I can save. Okay, it's red, so blue will do the job. Oh wait, that's 7. Am I supposed to remember what it was? Let's see. Ain't nothing in here apparently. The desk kept meticulously clean. Peter's surprised that it's not more chaotic for a frontline hospital. After all, isn't this where the death certificates are written? Okay, just making sure. Workings of the pipe organ have remained mostly the same since installation. Originally, the bellows were driven manually. Now they are steam powered, and the organ controlled electrically. This might be one of the oldest restored pipe organs in the world. Oops, well, that was immediate. Sure. What's up with you? Soldier's body lies on the floor. Far from the front line, this poor man met his end. His fate is far removed from his brothers in arms, a victim of the cathedral, rather than by bullet or bayonet. Alright, now which one of these was... I think it was... Okay, yeah, they're not gonna let me do anything. That is off limits. They have used it twice, so I guess that makes sense. Old, rusty, but faithful for many years, a coal-burning boiler provides heat and steam to the cathedral complex. There is currently no pressure being diverted to the generator. Sure, turn the wheel, let's see what happens. Should probably save. I can send a trapper through there, so that's cool. Body of a soldier, a patient from the hospital, lies slumped against the door, trying to hide from the horror. He had barricaded himself inside the room before succumbing to his wounds. Okay, well, that... Okay, well, how am I supposed to... Okay, that's how. You're supposed to target something before you do that. Level 7 Circle of Power. This room is used to store coal for use in the steam boiler that powers Cathedral's generator. Small piles are all that's left with the almost endless war. A resupply is a long way off. Now they just showed me that a trapper can get rid of a body. So let's try it again. Okay, no. Perched on the wall beside the generator is an open-faced fuse box. The fuse appears to be missing. There is no sign of where it could be. I guess I need the other thing here. I can also make stronger tiers of spells now, so that's good. Alright, what's that and that? Spell. uh, this area, and then I guess power. Save. Nope, can't do it here. Never mind. After the magic has taken hold, a heavy oak door is revealed. Scratches and dents infest the wood, telling a long, dark story. It's missing its handle. There seems to be no way to open it. Okay, never mind. What was up here again? Seems like nothing. Oh yeah, I can see what's in this cabinet. Wait, no, I think I have to play the organ to open this one. Or I don't open it at all. Okay. Good shit. Hi, there we go. Private Reginald Jackson to his love, Margaret. I've been here for over a week now, and there's no word when I'll be allowed to leave. Strange things have happened. At night, the sounds of the hospital change. Echoes of voices that don't belong to anyone haunt the halls and corridors. Restless ghosts, perhaps, or sounds of movement or whispers. I have seen war firsthand, and the sounds at night in the hospital scare me more than I ever thought possible. What is going on here at night? Why do I feel so threatened? My fears are worsened by the talk of the other young soldiers. One said he had heard cries for help in the middle of the night, cries that were only answered by snarls of rage, and not compassion. Another said Lance Corporal Haskell had not been discharged, but had gone missing. I stared at his empty bed with a sense of unholy dread gnawing at my heart. Peru. Okay, there's...
Well, if you sing her, sing me. Imagine it.
Can I save? I can. I should probably use recover just to get a little bit of sanity back. There we go. What do I have on me? Torch, letter, coin, flash pan. Wonder where else I can go. Now, there's nothing else in here. Anything over here? Obviously, I have to find a fuse. That seems to be the actual next thing I'm supposed to be doing. Not entirely sure where I would find... Wait, hold on. Like the Mary Celeste, the desk hadn't been touched in some time. As though its user suddenly turned away and never returned. A half-written letter bespeaks silent, unfinished activity. Okay, what if I use reveal in here? Nope, nothing. To check every one, because I didn't last time, and that actually caused progression to happen. So, well, as long as we're not fighting anything. Any fuses in here? Doesn't appear like it. Generator's working, but doesn't appear to be providing power to all the circuits of the cathedral. Perhaps a fuse is blown. There's a lever to switch the generator. Yeah, sure, go for it. Sound of metal grating against grating against metal is combined with the hiss of steam, but there doesn't appear to be any output or power. Is the circuit broken? About to say, can we use a bullet? I wouldn't have thought to try that if I didn't remember that myth about people using bullets as like 22 bullets as like replacement for a fuse. And the myth is that they did that and it went off, shooting the guy in the driver's seat because they were trying to replace a fuse on the on a car. All right. What was that squeak? Oh, I guess it might have been the mice. Same thing. So now I can go play the organ. Yeah. All right then. Oh, wait. I know what this is for. There's gonna be like a piece I put back in the window upstairs. Maybe? Seems like it just broke for nothing. I think it was YA? Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, hello. Why aren't you targeting it? Are you just gonna keep spawning them? That's the handle for the door. No, it clearly has its handle. Oh, is he gonna fight the Guardian? Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sure... Well, Alex isn't gonna come this way, so maybe he's gonna fight the Guardian. Yeah, this looks like that door. Oh, hello. Let's see. I wonder what that achievement icon is down there. Luckily, I have the mana pool on, so that wasn't too much trouble. Just to be sure. I want to save the bullets. I might have to fight something at the end of this and it'd just be easier to use ranged. That works. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, spell list. Yes, just 3-point. Okay, he's starting to get some health back, get some movement back. There we go. Alright. Now, which way did I come in? Okay, this is the way I came in. Kind of screwed, no matter what. There might have been something on that body. Guess it doesn't matter. No, I think that was the soldier that was slumped over that I sent to the, sent to that realm. Battered letter. Alright, it's been 2 weeks since Haskell went missing, and I'm afraid to go to sleep. More than once I saw shadows of people moving past my bed, peering through the blinds to see a wounded soldier being taken from his bed, drugged and delirious in the dead of night. Never to be seen again, as Haskell was, perhaps as I will be. What happened to them, I don't know. I'm afraid to ask what happened, for I know that I would surely be the next one to be taken into the darkness. Okay. Nothing. The shelf appears to be recessed in. Almost if it could. Okay, yeah. Uh, yeah, let's use the revolver. Yeah, I lost internet. But yeah. Let's continue on. I'm glad it came back so quickly. Binding Hall key. I wonder where that was. I remember it. I know. I know what it wants from me. I didn't unlock that door myself, so I didn't remember it at first. But it's this door. Gonna enchant the rifle. I'm also gonna enchant the sword. Acquired the magical attack spell. Why would it be here of all places? Here in this corridor. Yeah, it just causes a blast of lightning to trail across to everyone. Corridor is ended by an elaborate door, decorated in a manner much different than the others within the cathedral. Peter senses an unbearable evil behind that door. Beyond that door. When he reaches to open it, fear creeps into his gut and begins to eat at his soul. Yeah, let's just open it. What's the worst that can happen? There are 2 achievements that have popped up in the corner. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, well, I enchanted the rifle for a reason.
You bore me flesh and bone.
Okay, that's obviously not working. So they gave me the damage spell. So what is it? I probably won't get that off, so. Okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, getting close to him just seems like a bad idea. Like, what am I supposed to do? Nothing seems to work. Yeah, I'm dead. What am I supposed to do? Like, nothing works. Hmm. Sorry, I'm checking some things. It's supposed to be spawning zombies or something, but it wasn't doing anything at all. Didn't save before I did that, so I'll probably have a few minutes before I get back to it. Yeah, I have some time. My fault for not saving right there at the door. And that appears to be all of it. I wonder what this is. Milky blue bottle stands on the altar. Magical elixir. Uh-huh. What does this do? Basically nothing. Coming this way was a complete mistake. Don't need to read it. I've already got the achievement for it, and I've already read it. So, all right. So, I guess I could do damage field. That would probably protect me against most things. Maybe I summon a zombie for it to tongue instead of, like, I don't know. That was a weird sentence it was said, but hopefully you know what I mean. Oh, I thought that was another one of them. Sorry, rat. This time, let's save right in front of that door. Soldier's cold and stiff body lies sprawled on the steps. Peter attempts to flip the corpse over to discover his identity, but all that's left of the man's face is a ruined mass of eaten flesh. I can see that. It's not. Alright, save so I can figure out what is going on here. Oh my god, I'll have to watch the scene every single time. Apparently the Guardian is different based on which thing you chose at the very beginning when you were playing as Augustus. Okay, that achievement went away once I... Okay. Okay, that does not protect me. Good to know. Okay, that's a different guardian. This one. Did I just find a music track? Really? I need to know how to fight this thing because there is just literally nothing giving me any indication of what I'm supposed to do. This one. A revolver. Apparently comes in with shield. Uh-huh. So... Apparently, a chance to damage him happens if I'm able to dodge its tongue, which I haven't successfully been able to do. I'm just gonna figure out what the fast forward key is here. Okay, I see now. Spell list. Magical attack cast. Looks like it might change to blue. I need to know if... Nope, still does red. So if it stays red, then I can just use the more powerful one. Okay, it's bringing it closer in. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna enchant.
You bore me flesh and bone.
Okay. I'm assuming it's going to... Okay. Hey Al, how you doing? Yeah, I'm fighting a boss. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next. Oh, I can attack its body now. I should probably... Oh, okay, when it summons new zombies, that's when I can... Alright, summon your stuff. Alright, I'll back off. Where's the... There we go. Okay, I'm supposed to be hitting him with blue, but I keep forgetting. Let's go ahead and do that. But even though I'm not hitting him with blue, it seems like it's actually actually working. Dead? No, we got one more phase. Okay, he's actually missing now. So I assume eventually he'll just get tired. So far I think 5? 5 or 6, including Alex. Yeah, before he was like spot on with his attacks. So like he wouldn't miss at all. All right, let's hit him with a big one. Luckily with the mana pool or magic pool spell, I don't have to worry about running out of stamina or anything. Just in case. You never know. Maybe there's a trigger where if I walk too close to the edge, he'll get dragged in. The Guardian of Chaturga vanished. What's those 3 bars on the side? You mean in the menu or? Hold on a minute. And the stained glass that kept it hidden, lying in pieces. The essence of Lyoth is now liberated. Its magic beckons to Peter, calling him. He approaches cautiously. Yeah, go ahead. Peter reaches out for the artifact, but pulls away as he feels its corrosive magic close on his hand. Wrapping his hands in a shred of clothing, he carefully lifts the artifact from his resting place. Oh, well, this is the end of this chapter. 69 years later.
And that was how I came by it.
Yeah, that drains your sanity, lose your magic, and red your health.
The only proof I have is that statue.
It's a strange one. I've seen one like it before.
You have?
Yes. Very rare, though. Very obscure.
I've had experts take a look at it, and none of them know what it is. And you do.
I'm somewhat of an expert on these things myself. An interest I developed a long time ago while I was a young man.
Then you should keep it. Lord knows I have no interest in it. I am sure it's the cause of my sleeplessness. I keep thinking about it, as if it's calling out to me.
Then a drink, perhaps. For the gift. For an unusual objet d'art.
Hey, he didn't die horribly this time. I think there's only one other person who actually managed to get out without dying. Having stopped reading, Alex discovers a small penny taped to the back of Peter's chapter page. That was some nonsense right there. This lucky penny. Because you get to a breaker box, you know, where you flip on the switches and it's got fuses that, and it basically controls the power to your house. Well, you find one of those and it's like, well, one of its fuses is broken and I can't find something to replace it. Stick the penny in there. It works now.
Help me! Please help me!
I don't think a penny would work as a fuse. I could be wrong.
I can't get the blood out!
The only reason I thought to try it was because I remember the old like myth that Mythbusters did, where someone used like a 22 round bullet as like a fuse in a car's like fuse box. I guess I just wander around now and see what see what's here. I gotta get into the basement. Yeah, it is like super dangerous to use something in place of a fuse that isn't a fuse. So I actually didn't hear what that ghost said. So I may have to look up a guide here in a second. I'm just gonna wander around, see if we get any more ghosts. I heard I can't get the blood out, and then I was just reading your chat. I feel like there might be one more chapter and it's her grandfather himself. But I need to find the basement key. I guess that cutscene did show that there's that artifact that he picked up is here on the property somewhere. Not that that really seems to matter too much. Did I pick up a key? Oh no, she gave me the key. That's what it was. All right, new stuff. Save. I don't want to do that boss fight again. Well, I saved after the boss fight, but I don't want to do any of that other stuff either. Shotgun. Shotgun shells. Nice. Nice. A fuse box and circuit breaker array is situated upon the wall. All but one of the fuses are intact. The absence of this one is suspicious, and until it is replaced, the circuit connected to it is useless. Safe? That's probably where it is. The safe is large and old-fashioned, made in the days when security was derived from the heavy metal construction rather than secure locking mechanisms. It doesn't look like it would be too difficult to break the combination. If only Alex had a stethoscope to hear the tumblers. As far as I know, that doesn't actually work. Let me check this room over here. Okay. I know what this is. I want to hold the shotgun. Alright, use the penny. Let's burn the place down. It would be really funny if it does end up, like, at the end of the... when we get to the final section, it just actually starts a fire. Anything else in here that I can... That's creepy. An antique medicine cabinet hangs on the wall. Its wood is stained from years of use and ambient humidity in the room. Sure. Oh, another chapter page. Hidden away inside the medicine cabinet is a chapter page from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Yeah, sure.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Chaturka.
Sorry.
Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Roivus has crossed our path. This time, we will not be so merciful. He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Well, you screwed that up. Yeah, he's been the main antagonist. He's been throughout the, like, hundreds and hundreds of years, setting things up so the like old god he's talking to can actually be like in the physical realm, I guess. All right, let's see. This page is from Maximilian Rovis's journal. It reads, "I sought to love all, yet now love causes me pain and suffering. I have learned to fear nothing, although it is nothing that I fear most. All that were loyal to me now number among my worst enemies." Okay, so I'm missing one more page from this set, and then... Really, nothing... I can't open the chest? Alright. Alright, let's use it.
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me. I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Zellertath into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulioth into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
Alright. Politely, she asks Edward if there's anything she can do for him. This part of the library is reserved for the entertaining of the house's more scholarly guests. A simple yet elegant layout affords quiet drink and conversation. That's a big book. Journal of Family History rests on the mantel as if used recently. Ask? Liquid courage. Regain sanity. Okay. An old musty book bound in dry, dusty leather. This book covers the early history of the Roivas family, dating back before the settlers in this land. There appears to be something pressed between the pages. Sure. Oh, is this gonna be me setting up things that I've like undone? That, if it is, that's kind of cool. Check over here. Wait. Okay, that's nothing.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it. I am, or was, Maximilian Roivas, your ancestor. I died in an asylum after trying to warn the world.
Oh yeah, that is what happened to him.
The anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end. Sets the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour.
Yeah, that looks like what it's gonna be. Sorry. Magic pool. I already know that, but now it has a name. A looming grandfather clock stands ominously in the corner, gazing on the empty room with an almost patriarchal air of its own. Ghost asks Edward to set the clock, but there are no hands on it, so Edward must find the clock hand so he can set it properly. Alright, now I need to find the minute. Edward's favorite reading chair faces a healthy, warm fire. No doubt many cold nights are ahead. Oh yeah, what's his, okay, he's got a lot of magic, very little health, and a bunch of sanity. Portraits of the ancient, ancestral Roivus line... Portraits of the ancestral Roivus line the foyer walls. Their faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There is something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettling feeling. Yeah, but I'm the owner of the house. I should just be able to walk around. A large carriage clock. Sitting on the foyer table, beautifully crafted, but it appears to be stuck, with the hand set permanently to 333. A thick layer of grime on the windows prevents Edward from looking into the garden. Despite the efforts of the servants Edward hires, the mansion continues to sink into decay. Edward's curiosity can't leave the mystery alone. He drives himself to uncover the truth behind the mansion and his ancestors. Ooh, excuse me. As Edward nears, the servant stops mumbling to herself and asks him if he thinks the weather will clear up before the solstice. Edward finds a reference to the solstice rather odd and ponders its significance. Bullets. With no one living in the house for a long time, it's no wonder the pantry is empty. Edward lives out of the refrigerator, so to speak. Grandiose kitchen fireplace with all the amenities of modern life. Hasn't been used in quite some time. Servant notices Edward's presence and comments on the weather. Idle chit-chat. Yeah, this house is like pretty different. Like obviously the main like structure is the same, but Edward's never learned the piano, but that's never stopped him from hammering away at the keys now and then. It's very therapeutic. Perhaps one day he would learn it properly. Sword. Puttering around with the crockery, the servant informs Edward that the table has been set for him, just as he likes it. Can't even see that. Looks like there's like takeout or something. No, those are supposed to be teapots. They're just really blocky. Oh, they're fancy doors. Revolver ammunition. An expansive fireplace inset on the wall. Faces the bed. No doubt if it were lit, it would make the room quite cozy. Brooding, melancholic paintings adorn the walls. Strange choices of decoration for a bedroom. Each one seized with a virulence that could only have been wrought by an unsound mind. Courteously, the servant asks if Edward is in good health. The master bathroom is woefully Spartan and only barely contemporary. It appears to satisfy the most practical of tastes, perhaps someone who has their mind set on other things. Yeah. let's see. I haven't really done much. I had to go get started on getting a new social security card for my job. Other than that, I played some Fallout 4. Not Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. I don't know why I said 4. That was... I'm having an okay time with it. Elephant gun. Whoa. An oddly proportioned painting of a man in somewhat Napoleonic garb. Obviously an intentional exaggeration, it gives the painting an oddly quirky feel. Edward is reassured at the sight of the family gun cabinet, itself a priceless antique. He would rather not have to smash the windows to get inside, but where did he leave the key? Alright. Okay. So this one is the new one. Covers the recent history of the Roivas family, going back perhaps 150 years? There appears to be something pressed between, yes. Hour hand of a clock. Got it. A Spartan bed, vaguely fashioned after colonial trends, offers small comfort to the weary. It hasn't been slept in for a long time, and that in itself is a testament to its luxury. Oh, this had like a... Oh, okay, I thought it was like a shower. This room is a holdover from the days when the servants were all residential help, living in the mansion. Rumor has it that the old servants' quarters were demolished long ago. Okay. She informs Edward that she believes the weather will worsen and that she hasn't heard it being this bad for many decades. Uh-huh. An exorbitant and out-of-place stained glass window ends the hallway. Whoever put it here had eclectic taste and confirms Edward's belief that the mansion is more folly than a real house. Alright, so I've got the other hand of the clock. We can get back to the room that had the book in it. Now we set it 3:33.
Take them and use them. They are humanity's only hope. Destroy the Guardians, Edward, and avenge my waste and death.
Alright, we got shotgun shells. We got a revolver. Elephant gun shells. Read all of these before, so I don't need to really worry about it. Alright, so now we can do magic. I imagine we'll have to fight stuff now. Now what do I do? Okay. She pushed me into the area transition. Okay. Half a key tumbles out of the vase that has been toppled and smashed. It glints on the floor. Okay, so now I guess I'm just chasing this thing through the house. Oh, there it is. Think it's this way? Okay, that's in the basement. Oh, I assume it'll just heal. And I need to find where the key is to figure this out. Or there's a monster running around the house. Just smash the dresser. Okay, should be getting a cutscene anytime now. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, no, I can't knock him down. Bottom half of basement key. Can't really, like, do anything, so... Let's see. Like, you just got attacked by a monster. You should be leaving. Figured there'd be other stuff for me to, like, knock over, but... Oh. Okay, something dropped. In his desperation to escape Edward, the vampire creature drops the top half of the key onto the floor. Okay, so now I can actually get into the basement now. Alright, now to use a spell we haven't used since the very beginning of the game. Wasn't there, like, a repair spell? Maybe it was just enchant. Hmm. Okay, that's what it was. Hmm. Oh, hey, there's a... Oh, a sawed-off shotgun. Mode. This function allows the character to change the fire selector on guns. I haven't saved in a bit. Oh, I'm still alive. Still alive. We're gonna enchant the double barrel shotgun. And we're also just going to of course I can't. Rude. Okay, so now it can't regen. Jesus, that was loud. Be gone. Shotgun shells, 38 revolver. Summon horror. I think horrors are like the three-headed one, like giant three-headed ones. Alright, I saved, yes. Thank you. Yep, just go on down. How many shotgun shells do I have? 66? Okay, well I guess I'm maining the double barrel. Maximilian had not lied. The city is miraculous. It glows in the darkness like an incredible jewel. But the thought of what lies inside, the guardians of Chaturga, makes Edward shiver with fear. 9 great towers dwarf the surrounding series. Perhaps the towers serve as a focus, channeling the great tides of energy into the city itself. Okay, well we need to make sure. Assuming summon horror. Press A to attack enemies. Attacks can be targeted with the right trigger. Attack an enemy's head from far away to use a shock attack. Doors can open doors, but not pick up items. Okay. For the kill. Oh, wow. Save. Whoa, what hurt me? Get rid of him. Okay. Now I can start healing. It worked out. Oh, he's got a dispel. Let's see. Shield, dispel magic. Can I like see him? That'd be real cool. He's got a damage field again. Whoop, whoop. That sound was not good. Alright. There we go. So is this the one meant to kill Edward? Because that was the thing he sent. Okay, no, this is probably for Alex. All these red doors. It would seem as though the array itself serves as a massive circle of power. Each switch around the perimeter of this room corresponds to a focusing tower where a rune may be scribed. Once a spell has been scribed, it is magnified by the array. Could this be the Guardian City's weakness? If one could somehow remove the magic from this area. Excuse me. It's probably going to want like a 7 point. What's the spell magic? That and that, okay. Well, that did nothing. These plants look like the ones Pius had entered when encountered in the Forbidden City, where he found the essences of the ancients. Edward briefly wonders what their purpose could be. So oh, okay. All right. Yes. Whoa. This is an interesting... Am I giving up runes? No, okay. Yeah, this is an interesting camera angle. That's actually really cool. Do the combat room. Oof. All right. Pull the lever. Okay, that turns off one of the red doors. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and stop here for tonight. There's probably only one more stream of this, unless things go very wrong. But yeah, so that'll be it for tonight. Let's see, I don't work tomorrow like I normally would. So I should be back and I can, or I don't work Sunday like I normally would, so I should be able to have like as long a stream I want to finish this up. And we'll do that tomorrow. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Perfect Zip, Al, and anyone else. I hope you have a good day or night, and bye-bye.